Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's your girl, Sarah. Welcome to Sarah's Corner. For those of you who are new here, welcome. For those who haven't subscribed, it's all free. Support this girl, all right? Marsau introduced the topic of depression. He seems not ready to, face it. Right? I mean, I don't think Marsau sees Letitia as an equal partner. The timing of it all. My God. Melody comes here saying she doesn't want to order anything. She's fasting. And so I'm thinking, there's going to be good vibes. I mean, if you're fasting, if you're seeking God, then, you're going to have to be respectful. You're going to have to see, approach things with a lot of grace. Extending grace to your ex-husband. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's your girl, Sarah. Welcome to Sarah's Corner. For those of you who are new here, welcome. For those who haven't subscribed, it's all free. Support this girl, all right? Let's get into it. The last episode of Love and Marriage, Huntsville. Last day of Las Vegas. Everybody's now getting ready to get back to Huntsville, right? And Kimmy goes to check on Letitia, and they live in good terms. Like, whatever happens in Las Vegas, all the bullshit, all the drama, let us leave it here. When we go back to Huntsville, we have my back, I have your back. Let's get back to, who we were prior to all this, right? And while Marsau introduced the topic of depression, he seems not ready to face it, right? He's not ready to deal with it. He's like, maybe it's just because of stress, and once I'm done with this project that I'm doing, I might get back to who I was before. Marsau doesn't seem to be taking Letitia like an equal partner. It's like not a partnership. If your husband or if your spouse is not going to confide in you, whenever they are going through troubles and hardships, or depressed, such important, such heavy topics, you'd expect that your spouse would be coming to you first. Like the Marsau in the beginning of the season, he was very nice, giving us advice here and there, and then we get here, your wife is telling you this is what I want, and you're not compromising, right? Okay, so that time of the renewal vows, right? So your wife has planned this thing. Okay, so then let's say, we're not going to go do the renewal vows, right? But then say something good, say something nice about your wife that you've been married for 15 years. There's nothing you can tell the people. There's nothing you can tell your friends. Kimmy and Maurice invites Letitia and Marsau for dinner, right? And they are talking about depression. Letitia says, this was the first time I heard about, him and depression. He never came to me, which I found it problematic. If my husband is going through depression, I would expect him to come to me telling me, things are, or not just depression, anything. If my husband is going through any challenges in life, you'd expect them to come to you. I'd expect him to come to me because, he should be confiding me before he tells anybody else, right? And that's what I'm saying. I don't think Marsau sees Letitia as an equal partner, right? Because why would you want to tell your wife, if you're going through a tough time? What ways can she make it better, right? Why is Marsau so afraid of therapy? Your brother is open to therapy. Why can't you just join your brother? You guys go seek professional help, talk about it, see, how to deal with it. At this point, Marsau is not convinced that he needs therapy. Letitia was like, if you're not confiding in me, who else are you confiding in? Is it your brother, Maurice? Maurice said, he never told me anything. I didn't know that he was going through such a tough time, But Marsau seems to think that it's because of stress. He seems like, maybe I'm not depressed, it's just because of stress. Like, I have too much going on. Okay, we just wish him well. We hope it's not, anything serious. Anyway, then we see Martel going to Willow's and saying, I'm thinking of approaching Melody because of this babysitting. I'm thinking of, having full custody of the children. The timing of it all. My gosh, the timing of it all. They were in Las Vegas. Martel and Melody, when they were in Las Vegas, they had these explosions, right? And if you're going to have this kind of a serious topic, and you do not live at good terms with your ex-wife, he should have had a mediator. They should have had this conversation, because it's a serious conversation. They should have had it with somebody, a professional. Like that lady they went to, she was a very nice, she was open, and she was trying to advise them on what to do. They should have had a neutral or a mediator to talk to them through issues, especially about if you want full custody, because Melody was not gonna have it. So they meet in a restaurant, in a public restaurant, and Melody comes here saying she doesn't want to order anything, she's fasting. And so I'm thinking, there's gonna be good vibes. I mean, if you're fasting, if you're seeking God, then you're gonna have to be respectful. You're gonna have to see, approach things with a lot of grace, extending grace to your ex-husband, right? Melody in her mouth. This is very unpopular, but I am. She has a big mouth, Melody. Come on, I mean, we have already seen and we have crucified Martel for the sin, for the menaces, for the infidelity that he's done, right? But we can only do that for so long, right? Okay, so he cheated, and I'm not trying to diminish this. I mean, he cheated on his wife. He has a whole baby. He's talking about, don't disrespect me in public. You already did that in public when you had a baby outside your marriage. And I understand when Melody says that, but when are you going to move past that? Because there's already a child. Whether you like it or not, there's already a child, right? But how do we move forward? Because Martel seems to have a problem when Melody's busy schedule does not allow her to have as much time as she needs to raise their children. And Martel is saying, you know what? I understand you have a busy schedule. I am ready to step up. Let me have the children, and whenever you can, come and get the kids. I don't see any problem with that, Melody. I really don't, because you can disagree on many things about Martel, but Martel is a good dad. He's a very good dad. He's a hands-on dad. Something that I would wish Marsau can learn from Martel, because we can learn things from each other, right? Just because Martel cheated on the wife doesn't mean he's a bad man, doesn't mean he's a bad dad. From what we've seen, when they start going to details and the nastiness of, I did this for the kids, and you did this. And understand, it's TV, and it's what they're going through, it's real life, it's what other families go through. So I would say, sis, if you're fasting, there should be some grace in a conversation. It went left real quick. There was no conversation that was had. Melody said, if you're gonna ask for full custody of my kids, I'm coming for you. You know what I mean? And the drama does not stop. The drama does not stop from there. Did you guys see Melody's mom calling out Miss Wanda? Like, who the ghetto? Now, when it gets to that, I don't like it. People grew up in projects, right? But they overcame so many challenges. They overcame so many things, and they are successful in life. We are not going to start telling them ghetto and all this thing just because they came from there. And as adults, as moms, I just didn't like it. I didn't like it when Letitia was holding her, and then she said, don't touch me. But anyway, we'll see what happens. This narrative of Letitia's family as ghetto is really not right. I mean, come on now. Are we, so what, even if they were, so what? Oh my gosh. Anyway, let's wait, see what happens. Do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.